I think that any man that's in the dating world that thinks that a woman with children is baggage shouldn't be dating. And I think that that's an insult to motherhood. A woman with children is not baggage. So you saying that sounds very insulting. And
how is it insulting?
It is. Because are you a father?
I am a father.
Okay. Are your two little girls that you have back at home that you care very much about, are they baggage as well?
How can my kids be baggage? What do you mean?
Right.
So if I was dating you, and I don't have any kids, and I was dating you, would you be? Should I consider to disqualify you because you have kids?
Okay, I see what you're saying. If I was single, well, the difference is this. Let's go ahead and have this conversation because maybe you ladies can learn a thing or two, right? So the difference is a single man with kids is much different than a single mother with kids.
I agree.
Because in the relationship dynamic, the man is the protector and the provider, generally speaking, and most women want the man to protect them, to provide.
Correct.
So if a woman has kids and that man is entering a relationship with that woman, at some point in time, he would have to provide tangible things for that child. The difference is, it's not the same in reverse. If the woman is dating a man that has kids, the man does not expect the woman to ever pay any tangible things to his child. That's the difference, meaning that it's baggage. Not only do I have to pay for you, I have to pay for your kids as well. That's why it's baggage on the woman's end.
I think
but sometimes tangible things also have less value, not less, but things that are not tangible have the equal value to things that are tangible. Sometimes you're just putting it in a sense of, well, finances. I'm paying you money. You're seeing it. This is money. You could hold it. You could touch it. Maybe what I'm giving in return is as equal value. And it might not necessarily be finances, my body that you could touch, but what I can provide, it could be at an equal value to a lot of men. Some men may not have peace. Some men may not come home to a warm house with good food, with a caring, loving woman. And I'm not providing you anything tangible, but I am providing you security, love.
Okay, so you're saying that sometimes the intangible can be as valued as the tangible.
Absolutely. That's
what
exactly what I'm saying.
And then you said, well, the woman can be providing love and care and nurturing and all of these things.
Right.
The difference is this. The woman without any kids can do the same thing.
Right, but you have
listen. The difference is this. The woman without any kids does the same exact untangible things that can be valued as tangible. And I would agree that men generally, we don't even look for a woman to protect and provide. So we're not really looking for the tangible in that aspect.
Sure.
This doesn't mean that we want to take on more tangible things. You are actually the tangible thing, meaning that you're looking for the man to protect and provide for you. So I'm saying that the man would not only have to protect and provide for you, but also your kids as well. So that would be considered baggage because the woman without kids, what can she do? She can do everything that you can do. Give all of those untangible things that bring value to a man, but she's not bringing this extra baggage. That's all I'm saying.
But real brief, earlier we expressed on how you can't control your emotions. I could see a single woman that can come in and provide everything a woman with kid can, but she don't have the baggage. Yet that's not who I'm interested in. I'm interested in the one with the baggage. You don't pick and choose who you become interested in, who you emotionally want to be attached to. Maybe you choose one.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense because you're saying, why would I pick a woman with kids? And when there's other women without kids, you might just be interested in the one with the kids. Mm-hmm. So whether she had kids or not doesn't even play a part in the equation.
You have to cycle this into what she was speaking about because that's the conversation we're having. She's saying that she has all of these prerequisites that a man has to meet in order to get a date with her. Pay for her hair, her nails, send her money. And then I'm asking, what does this man get in return? The man gets a woman with kids and all the man gets is her time and attention. That's nothing.
That's what he wants.
No, the man is doing all of this and not getting anything in return. Like nothing is even guaranteed on this first date at all. So and let's I got you. I'm gonna have you speak in a second. I want to hear your thoughts. But let's like wrap this up too. Like package it up. If we package it up, the man gets nothing in return. Like nothing in return. Nothing is actually expected from your end to give him. Was guaranteed from your end, well, in order for him to get the date, he gotta do X, Y, Z. But once he gets to date, he don't get sex. That's not guaranteed. He don't get no head. That ain't guaranteed. What do niggas want? Niggas want sex. We don't even get that. You get what I'm saying? We get a chick that got some kids, or we gotta wait till that little fall asleep. Maybe we get to eat a fruit snack or drink some juicy juice. That's about it after we bust a nut. But that ain't nothing special. Like, what does the man get? We're speaking about the man has to do all of this but get little in return. That's what we're speaking about.
Don't
So what does
disrespect
the
my
man want?
relationship.
What would a man be looking for that
And I
isn't-
want to touch on a couple things because
Hold
we
up.
just spent through so many topics. And I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to
Let's
speak
do
on, like-
real quick. One mic at a time. Keep that thought because she did want to go first. Keep that thought though. Go ahead.
Okay, so we just sped through like 3 topics. I want to, and please help me because I wanted to make a comment on each 3 of the topics that we just sped past. But one of the topics was that you said that number one, I want to say that a child, whether it's coming from a single father or a single mother, on neither end is it baggage. And what I want to make clear is that money is not the most important thing. It is an important thing. It is a tool. It is a means to certain aspects of life. But you can bring money and be one of the worst people in that a person could experience in their entire lives. Now, to minimize a woman's contribution to a relationship and think that money is the only thing that holds importance in a relationship shows kind of like a lack of emotional maturity, and it shows a lack of
It's
like,
shallow.
just, like,
Money.
it's
yeah.
very shallow.
Money has really no meaning to it.
Now-
It's not. You don't
Now,
get any meaning from
money.
it.
You have to have money to buy certain things, like to put a roof over your head.
Yeah.
Food costs money, right? But we have to just keep things in a full perspective to understand that when a man and a woman come together, you guys are both 2 halves of a whole, right? You guys come together and you create one. Now, like I said, neither a child from you or a child from
So
me.
cold.
Neither a child from you or a child from me would be baggage. Why? Because just because you might pay for some things for my child, right? You as a single father or me as a single mother, you're paying for things for my child. Okay, that's one thing that you bring. If you're a single father and I'm coming into that child's life, I'm raising your child now, right? And this is a single father, assuming that the mother is not around or not fit or whatever the case is, right? I'm raising your child, I'm nurturing him, right? Psychologically, children who aren't raised in affectionate homes with nurturance grow up to be less emotionally stable, less able to regulate their emotions. What I'm doing is I'm helping you raise up a functioning, healthy human being, which is more important, I would say, than how much money you might have been able to use to put clothes on his back or maybe to buy him a toy. He didn't worry about whether or not daddy put a roof on his head. He worried about whether daddy was yelling and screaming every day or whether
Yeah.
he spoke life into
Real
him,
quick. I get.
or whether he encouraged
Real quick.
the
I get
woman
what
that
you.
he
I get
saw
what
that
you're
was
saying. Real
raising
quick.
him as a mother. You
I
know
get.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. I 100% get what you're saying, and that part I would agree with. The part of like meaning that, well, it's more to it than just the money. There's nurturing aspect. There's things that's good for the child. We're not speaking on that part. We're speaking on the individual basis because we're all individuals. So you're saying that, well, you don't think that it's baggage. You don't think that, well, a woman dating a single father is baggage. There's no baggage there, or a man dating a single mother, there's no baggage there. The truth is, be also on hands ready. The truth is that no, it is baggage. I would say one, it's baggage on both ends, but it's more baggage on the woman's end. Like, you ladies don't even think about this. The fact that if you're a single mother and you're dating a man with no kids, he has no kids. When he enters that relationship, at some point you are expecting this man to provide and protect your kid. If he doesn't do that, you're not really going to look at him as a man. So this is like an expectation from the current man that you're dating. You get that? Now, when you're dating this man and you have kids, does this man have authority to discipline your kids?
I think that is a conversation that has to be had. But
Correct.
I think also if that is a parental figure in the home, and as long as there's boundaries that you both agree on, absolutely.
So think about that.
I agree.
That's an adult.
Would you like me to chime in? Because I'm in
Yeah,
a
you can chime in.
relationship?
Yeah.
Yes, I have a child. He's 5 years old and he's in baseball. So we do discipline him. We go to his baseball games, my boyfriend and I, and also my son's father is also active in his life, and we go and he disciplines
Let me
him.
ask another question.
We
then.
live together. He disciplines him as well.
Let's see if this is true. Just gonna give names. Bradley. That's the boyfriend's name, Bradley. Your son's name, Kenny. All right, that's your son's name, Kenny. Kenny's acting up. Bradley smacks Kenny. I told you don't do that anymore. Get in your room. You come home. Kenny tells you, Bradley smacked me. Are you going to go ahead and speak to Bradley and say why you smacked Kenny?
Yes.
Or are you going to be like, all right, well, Bradley smacked you. Well, you must have been doing something wrong.
But I would have had the same
Number
question.
No, we need one mic at a time. Who want to go first?
Number one, they wouldn't be by themselves. Like, my man's gonna be at work, so when do he have time to slap him if I'm not there? That was not happening.
No,
And
this is,
number two,
this is a
if
hypothetical.
it did happen,
Hypothetically speaking.
I would call my baby daddy and he would be getting his ass beat.
Okay,
Because
so
you're not touching my son. You're my boyfriend. That's just not gonna happen.
No.
Yeah,
That's
there
my
it is.
child. First, I'm a mother first, and I'm a woman after.
Yeah.
So that's not happening.
You tell it, Queen. You
Allow
tell
me-
it, Queen.
Allow me to get
What
in
about
there.
you?
Allow me to get in there. So, quickly, very brief. Bradley would not have to provide for my kid. Don, what is it, Mikey, Kinky, whatever? He has.
sorry, real
he
quick.
has a father.
I get
But
it, I get
let
it.
me
For
let
you-
me get there
but
now
stick
to
with
this
the
part.
hypothetical.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me stick to the hypothetical. Now, I am going to ask Bradley. He smacked me up. Oh, okay. Hey, Bradley, what happened? What? If you have the authority to provide for my kid, you also have the authority to discipline my kid under certain circumstances. So I'm going to ask Bradley what happened. What happened?
There's
So
no
based on
accent.
what happened, oh no, but I will. Based on because when what's the kid's name again?
Kenny.
When Kenny
Kenny,
has
yeah.
any needs and I need Bradley to cover, Bradley comes and covers.
But smacking him physically?
we don't. I would have smacked Kenny myself if he would have done whatever
Yeah, but
he
that's
did
not his
to-
father. So
to-
red flag.
So I'll take that red
There you
flag.
go.
Okay.
I'll
then-
take that red
real
flag.
quick, real quick. I get it real quick. Let's stick here. Let me hear your answer.
That's kind of like, that's exactly where I was going to go
But
with that
let's stick with the
topic.
hypothetical.
Right.
Remember, the hypothetical is you not home, Kenny acting up. Bradley's that's your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
He got no kids. He disciplining your kid. He smacks Kenny across his face. Kenny goes flying. Boom. Go in your room, Kenny.
That's not happening.
I
What
think,
are you going to tolerate that? What's going to be your response?
I think it's all situational, to be honest with you.
Negative.
But but that is the situation now. Stick with the
No,
hypothetical.
but I think it is situational, and as far as the dynamic within the home and your relationship and your children.
Okay, let me map
Say
it out real
it-
quick.
okay.
Let me map it out real quick. Just because I see you want more context.
Correct.
I'll just put a little bit more.
There's a
in-
lot of gray area.
Fair enough. I'll put a little bit more context for you since you're asking for the hypothetical. You've been in a relationship with Bradley for 2 years.
Okay.
Relationship with him for 2 years. And you two, you could live together or not live together. It really doesn't matter. It's just the fact that he's home with the child, with your child, and he's disciplining your child. And he smacks him and tells him to go to the room. What's going to be your reaction now?
I think I'm going to kind of ask both questions. As far as tell me what happened.
Fair. Will you
What-
be upset?
If the response is not,
I'm not. I'm going to ask the questions I need to ask first
I
to
would
have
say
full context.
When you're
And-
done,
Real quick.
because
let it
you
go.
never, until I have that information, there could have been a very serious situation. It could have been an accident. Say Bradley was like, "Hey, I made this mistake by accident," and
How old's the child?
Okay, but you really
I think
wouldn't-
there's also
you
There's a
really
lot.
wouldn't. The
5 years
child is of age, but it doesn't even matter how old the child is. The reason, real quick, just give me 2 seconds to lay my plan. I got you. I really want to hear your thoughts on it too.
okay.
The reason why I asked this question to express to you how can a man have all this responsibility of protecting and providing for you and providing for your child, but he has no authority of disciplining your child, meaning that responsibility without authority is essentially slavery. This man is taking care of you and your kids, but he can't discipline his kids. Imagine if it was reversed and you were taking care of his kid, but he was like, I don't want you nurturing my daughter. Dude, like, wait, what? This is innate in me. This is a natural reaction for me to be nurturing, but you don't want me nurturing your daughter? That's the same thing. It's an innate reaction for the man to discipline a child. He's already protecting and providing. The natural response would be to discipline this child, but you're trying to take this away. So all of this responsibility, but zero authority. So when I say that single mothers, from a general standpoint, a man with no kids dating a single mother, that's a red flag. That's so much baggage and so much responsibility that this man is taking on, and he gets really nothing in return. Like, you're doing all of this just for a little bit of box?
Right.
Like, it doesn't even make any sense. So I'll go ahead and land my plane there. What's your thoughts?
So to answer that question, right? And you said again, because I think all of us has a response to each question that you ask. Before we all want to hear what everybody has to say and what you have to say as well. So I know you had an answer to that question as well, but my answer was that as far as your scenario that you created, right? You said that the child was at home with Bradley. Yes?
Yeah.
So now in that case that Bradley disciplined the child, you said, would that be acceptable? What was the question? Because I wanted to add before you got off.
You got kids?
Yes, I do. I have a child. Yes.
Oh, you have a child, and
So
you've been in
said
situations like
Bradley-
this?
No, I because you started talking, so I kind of we got away from it before everybody else got.
Okay, so yeah, the hypothetical is Bradley is home with Kenny.
Right.
Kenny is your child. Bradley's your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right? Bradley sees that Kenny is doing something bad. He's not listening. He's being insubordinate. He slaps Kenny across the face. Says, go to your room. You come home. What you doing?
So now my answer is that if I felt comfortable enough to leave my child at home with, who was the boyfriend? Bradley? Then that means that, yes, I trust his vision and I trust him to be responsible enough for my child, or else I wouldn't have left my child alone with him. So that means that he's to look after him, to ensure his safety, and also to discipline him if needs be. So if my partner disciplined my child while I was away, then yes, I am okay with that discipline. Now, yes, I'm going to have a conversation with my partner as to what happened. But at the end of the day, I'm not leaving my child alone in a house or wherever the case is with a man that I don't trust. I'm not going to be in a relationship with a man where I don't trust him. I don't trust his principles and his integrity to be able to protect me, to lead my child, and everything that comes with that partnership, and for his roles as a father and as a husband, etc.
Fair enough. So here's another reason why it's also it's a L when a man, and we kind of see it here, right? It's crazy. Here's the difference. And you said it. You said, if Bradley disciplined my kid and slapped Kenny, he hit my kid, I'm calling the real father to come beat my boyfriend up. So essentially, you would allow the real father to discipline your kid, but the real father isn't no longer protecting and providing for you. But the new man is protecting and providing for you, but he still can't discipline your kid. That's crazy.
Can I explain something?
Sure.
Cooley? Okay, so I was a CPS worker for a certain amount of my career time with my bachelor's degree, so child protective specialist. And so when you're growing up, when you're in a house and you're raising a child, there's different ways to discipline children. Physical, can you put the chat, please? There's no reason if you didn't make
the chat out.
if you didn't make that child, you have no reason to physically harm that child. Number one. Number two, I wanna be in a home where there's no physical violence. So him even demonstrating that and portraying that onto my child, that means he could do that to me, and that means I'm gonna condone
No,
that.
that doesn't mean
So
that.
my-
What it
my-
means that the
like,
man
can I
is
talk, please?
No,
Because I
listen,
let everyone
real quick,
speak.
I know, but listen. What
Can
you're-
you give me 2 seconds,
I know
please?
I got a question just in there because we go on tangents sometimes, but let's have the back and forth real quick. I do want to hear you. I see what you're saying. But the difference that I'm pointing out is you would, correct me if I'm wrong, you would be okay if your baby father disciplined Kenny. That'd be fine. If Kenny acted up with your baby father and your baby father smacked Kenny, said, go to the room, you'd be okay with that, right?
Yes, I'll be
Okay, now
perfectly
stop it
fine
there.
with that.
Okay, yes, you will be perfectly fine with it. But the new man that is taking on all of this responsibility of protecting and providing for you, this nigga had to pay for your hair, your nails, send you all of this cash app just to get to see you. He's doing all of these things and he's taking care of your kids, but he can't even do the thing that another man can do.
He can raise his voice and discipline him and sit him in the corner. We could sit down at dinner and have a family like civil people. But for you to put your hands on my child that came out of my PUSSY and that was not your nut, absolutely not. I'm not
Exactly.
going
And
to
that's the
tolerate that.
point.
I'm not going to condone that. And no man is going to hit my child.
And you know
It's
what?
not going to be a conversation. I'm not going to pull him to the side and ask everybody what happened here today. Oh my God. It's not going to be none of that.
I get
It's
it.
going to be you're done.
I get it.
And that's
And you-
it.
and
Because
you
at
know
the end
what?
that's an ACS case too. So you're not gonna put that at risk. You
But it
understand?
would have been the same case from the baby's father.
Because he's gonna go to school and he's gonna say, oh, this and that. But my baby,
Okay,
it's
real
just
quick, real quick.
different.
Let's stop real quick.
Period.
The
It's just not
the
happening.
thing that we're getting at, we can say, you know, that's what how you want to operate with your child. That's fair enough. You
Right.
don't want the boyfriend putting his hands on your child. But the real father can put this would be true. And you know what? Generally speaking, this is how most single mothers operate when they're dating the new man. This is how most single mothers operate. So it's not what you're saying is not anything like crazy.
Apparently it is.
No, it's not. The part that's crazy, what you're missing, the part that's crazy is you can't see that another man has to take on all of this responsibility, but he doesn't have the same authority as the man that you're not even with.
That's his business and that's what he does.
So
And when
this is
when
why,
me and him
so
have
listen,
a kid,
this is why, point out this point. This is why when a man with no kids is dating a woman that's a single mother, generally speaking, it's an L. It's not good. It's bad. He's taking on all of this baggage, but he has no authority in that relationship with you and your child. And it's like 2 against 1. This nigga come home walking on eggshells. Oh, Dean, I gotta please her and please this little bad, little nasty, little gremlin looking kid. Dad, I gotta please both of y'all. And then he's in the ultimate form of simping at that point. Full simpery.
Brief. I don't think, because this is what my response was based on. Your hypothetical wasn't literally smacking, like
No, it was smacking.
Physical
It was
abuse.
smacking.
No, I said that.
I felt
Smacking.
as though it was a disciplined purpose.
No,
like
no.
I am disciplined.
So you changed your answer.
No, I'm not changing my answer.
Okay.
But if this man comes into my house and he sees that I never ever put my hands on my kids and that I disciplined them in different ways, I highly doubt that he would feel very comfortably, despite what Kenny did, to put his hands on
what if
Kenny.
he did, is what he's
if
saying.
But that is different. That is completely different. And the way I say it different is like if you go and you just like headbutt, like, come on, Kenny, you don't do that.
No, he
I'm
says
still going to ask what exactly happened. But if you are doing absolutely everything, not just for me, but also for this kid, you have absolutely every authority because I believe you deserve it. I don't care whether you pay for me, whether you pay for him or whatever. If I don't feel as though you don't have the authority to raise my kid with me, you would not be in a position where you would be able to smack Kenny across the face. So I was
So
truly...
you agree with me?
I agree with you
Okay.
1,000%. I agree with you 1,000%. I just feel as though if you're doing that, I don't think a man is going to come into your house. I don't believe this.
No,
a
the
man is
thing
going to come
is-
into your house and
Yeah.
sees that you discipline your kids in a different form, and he's going to feel truly comfortable with putting his hands on your kids. I don't think that's
But
that.
what if he
that
doesn't?
generally
No,
happens.
look,
Well, I think that too.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to
No, you're
interrupt.
fine.
I think that these are all things that, if you're in a healthy relationship, have been discussed and prior to this situation even happening.
Correct.
What are boundaries of you as a woman, as a mother, and also what are his boundaries? So I think that this whole situation probably could be completely avoided with healthy communication.
I 100% agree. The L is this.
In that, right.
I 100% agree with what you're saying. That could definitely be avoided if with some communication, you guys go out and point out your boundaries and you figure things out on what's the best way to discipline the kid, the best way to nurture the kid, the best way to have a good family and, good relationship going on in the household. You ladies are missing the point. Like, let me just give you a male's perspective. If I'm dating you, right? No, not even dating you. Say we go out on a date. I know that somebody hit it on the first date. Hypothetically. Meaning that you went out with another guy and you had sex with another guy on the first date. If I don't hit it on the first date too, I think that this other man obviously is doing something better than I did. So what I'm saying is, men, we automatically would think this way. So the fact that the baby father, he doesn't have to worry about having a conversation with you when it comes to disciplining his kid because it's his kid. He's going to go ahead and discipline his kid how he feels. No, listen, what I'm telling you is, it's not no requirement. You're not even looking at, oh, well, honey, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit Kenny today because he was doing this. He don't have to have this conversation prior to it. He doesn't have to have this conversation afterwards because it's his kid. So therefore, if the real father disciplines his kid, you're not even going to look at it you may feel a little bit like, oh, depending on how you feel about, physical discipline, you may have a different opinion about that, but it isn't going to hit the same if the man that's not the biological father that's disciplining a kid. The reasons I'm saying all of this is to put it in your mind that the man that you're with in a relationship is protecting and providing for you. This is the man that you're sleeping with, submitting to, but he has to ask and communicate to discipline the kid. The real father didn't have to do that. Even if you wanted to communicate with the real father, shut up. This is my kid. I do what I want. Shut up. This is my kid. I do what I want. So I'm saying that if a man is dating a single mother, he's protecting and providing for that woman. He has all of this responsibility. Shut up, woman. I do what I want. All this responsibility, I get a degree of authority. And if you're not with it, that man should leave that single mother.
I see your point.
So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.